There's tons of work every day. Customer care is key. Without customer care, people feel abandoned.
This is Neil Napier from MyFirst1000, and I'm here today with Veronica, who's one of our best users at Kyvio. And I just spoke to her before I got on this call, and her results have been amazing. But I won't talk about that. I'll let Veronica talk about what she's been up to over the last year. Veronica, whenever you're ready, please take it away.
Hello, hi guys. I'm Veronica. I am a half Argentinian and Italian, and I live in Milano, Italy. Online courses are pretty new for us, and the choice is not very vast here. There's a few people doing online courses, but it's not that great. I started 1 year ago exactly because I'm a marketing and communication consultant, and I found myself repeating myself with clients with the same notions of basis for, like, for example, an Instagram strategy. So I said, okay, it's not nice, it's not profitable to lose time explaining all the time the same thing. So I could do some kind of online training and then use the personal time. They pay me 140 euro per hour, so it's so much. To do the personal things and the things that matter for their personal strategy, but the basis could be online. So I started online course with Kyvio that I found from a friend. She told me to use Kyvio. Yeah, she uses it too, from Spain. And she told me, try this, because I was looking for Teachable, another one with the G, Gumroad, or well, whatever. So I started with Kyvio, and at the beginning, it was your almost beginning too. So I remember, I think you remember me for being a pain in the ass. I was terrible, but I keep my time saying, you know, I'm not a nerd. This is a platform for nerds. You're not doing things for blondes. I think I'm going, but I was terrified because I have already my course on it and I couldn't sort some things. But you were good. Even the morning of your wedding, you were answering to me on Facebook. That's crazy.
You know, it's really funny. I have to give some background on that because I was chatting on Facebook, and my wife, because we live together, she's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm talking to Veronica." She goes, "Who's Veronica?" So, you know, it was fine. It was okay, but it was a funny situation. So,
yeah, so you're very dedicated, and I really appreciate. So I asked for some features, and you made them. So I was able at a certain point to really use the potential of the platform, even if I use a little part of it. I just put my courses in it, and I don't do the funnels there. I didn't connect it to the MailChimp thing because I'm not nerdy and I don't know, whatever. I think with some help, I could make the most of it, and I don't. So maybe then we talk later to give me some help on that, paying someone in your team to boost my business. But the thing is, if you are looking to launch an online business with courses, online courses, many people say it's easy. It is not. In my defense, I can say I was famous before. I'm an influencer, and I was when I started. So my base funnel was there. I just said, I'm preparing this with a pre-launch and launch with a funnel and some lives and stuff. Well done. But the first list I made for the course was 2,000 people, and I converted 5%.
Wow.
So that was my basis, because I was famous before. So I cannot tell you how to feel that first step. So
Sure.
it was easier for me.
But let's go further back. How did you get famous? How did you acquire that base funnel?
I started in 2006. I'm 42 now.
Okay.
And so for Italy, I'm a sort of dinosaur of the blogs. It was blogs before.
Sure.
And now I'm mostly on Instagram. I made many things. And you don't know how you become an influencer. It's mostly, I think I'm doing speeches too now. And it's about being real, being sincere. And it's a thing that mostly on Instagram lacks a lot, because everyone is retouched and everyone is happy. I mean, I show myself in the morning in my stories. By the way, I'm Spora. And in my stories, I'm like without makeup and, hey guys, how you doing? And stuff like that. And I'm fighting for real. Working only with women convert a lot, much more than men. And we chat much more. So social media strategy works best with women.
Interesting.
That's a fact.
Okay.
That's a fact. And selling to women makes more money than selling to men, even because we buy anything. I mean, of course, to share of self makeup, great, I buy it. Okay, a guy doesn't buy it. You don't even make up yourself. Okay. So selling to women is easier, but since there's so much people trying to sell to them, it's more complicated.
And while you're doing that, I'll just kind of talk about the fact that the market is quite divided. You can target men, you can target women, but you're quite right there. Women do still have the higher purchasing power, so to speak, on the internet. They tend to buy more actively, I think.
Yeah, but they are more solicited too. So selling to women, the key is being honest.
Okay, interesting.
And I'm a honest character. I'm famous too. When you have influencers, they will never keep a fight or a flame with a brand. Sure. I do it constantly, because I do not live of advertisement with brands, because I sell my own stuff.
Sure.
When you do not owe nothing to anyone, you're free, and they're scared of you. So brands don't call me to give me stuff.
Sure.
That's finished. But this honesty and this being so sometimes rude, but it shows honesty. It shows the real, and that's super powerful. Super powerful.
No, I've definitely seen some characters as well. I mean, even in politics, for example, because they're more blunt about how they feel and what they think, they get more people to follow because it's real. It's coming straight from the heart.
Yeah, yeah. I'm doing politics strategy too, and yeah.
But hey, let me ask you this now, because before we got on, you were telling me about your journey, because you started a year ago, and how you were shooting videos. I'd like to show everyone that as well if you can. And where you are right now, because you have an office now, right?
Well, it's been, I'm in my new office. It's been from the 1st of July.
Okay.
And I reached a point when I started to have interns coming to my house, which is so tiny. And I had 4 interns putting a long table in here.
Oh, wow.
This is my place. It's tiny, okay? So I used to put a long table from my terrace here, and here we were. And for shooting videos, I show you, the video was like that. Well, I was makeup, dress, and stuff, but I had this thing, so it was okay. I was talking, and I use a different background.
Sure.
By how to say it, I have dots for a course and chevron for another, so it helps people to know where course they're doing.
Interesting.
That's graphic strategy. But look where I am.
Are you sitting on the sofa?
The top of my couch because I didn't have any other place to put the wallpaper in my place. So this is the place I used to shoot videos.
Oh wow.
It's over now. But so everyone starts in a garage. Well, I started in my couch. Okay.
True. And so your office now, you said you have 2 people working for you, and what do they do at the moment?
Well, one is customer care.
Okay.
Customer care and some other things for my for the office, because I have other businesses too. And the other one is shooting and editing videos, which is the most important thing for my business, having a pro doing that. The first course was me editing it. I'm pretty cool, but I'm not a pro.
Sure. Okay.
So I was looking for a place in Milan to do my big jump. So it needed to be downtown. Money calls money.
Yeah.
And it's expensive. With a big place to have 2 walls for shooting. I want the walls, the green screen, and all the you know, the rolls you unroll, white, black, and the green one, and another one to do a sort of I don't know, like a talk show or stuff.
Sure. Okay.
And plus offices for my team to work and my interns. So I found a place, and it's around 2,600 euro per month.
Oh, that's expensive.
Yes, but I can afford it.
That's
now.
good. That's very good. I mean, 2,600 euros is a lot.
But
so.
the crazy thing is when you explode like that, is last December, I made my accountant told me that I made 32K.
Okay.
This year, the first quarter, it was 40.
So let's talk about your results last year. Your accountant told you.
Why is that? Oh yeah, my new place. Well, last year I made, my accountant told me, and I saw it, I made 32K euro. This year, my first quarter was almost or more than 40.
Wow.
So I could afford a new office, but people renting offices didn't trust me because they watched to the year before, and I was full for them. So they asked me, the total amount to get into the place was almost 27K euro.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, of deposit and everything together. Yeah.
Wow. But I mean, it's good. You're expanding, you're growing. So I think you told me earlier.
You need to invest. You need to invest all the time. You know it better than me. Yeah.
Absolutely. So one of your courses that you were doing, how much is that a gross so far in the last year?
Sorry. Oh, the courses was the first one, 80. And not last year, in a year, July. And I'm launching again next week. Every time I relaunch or I tell, you know, for me it's easy because I say in my stories, hey, I make a little offer, and it's almost 10K that comes. I don't do it often, but when I do it, it's great. So scarcity or an offer is, that's the great thing on having a community.
Yeah.
And the second one, which is more complicated, and I'm rewriting it, made in 18K in 3 days.
Okay.
And that one, I started it, I was cheating on you guys, because I found that on WordPress, which I use for all my websites, I could have invoicing automated. And I said, okay, mostly also I wanted to have my own property platform. So I made myself install from some other nerd WordPress LMS system. Okay.
Sure.
And I had this invoicing and other things, but the platform was a mess. I had to run from it, and I came back to Kyvio.
And we will get automated invoicing for that, for sure.
Thank you.
We'll do that.
And so, you know, even if I thought, I think that at the beginning it was from like a sort of blunt advice. It was difficult because it's not very intuitive. It's complicated if you're not a nerd, okay? But maybe I will come back to you with some other tips for non-nerdy people?
No, we always appreciate that. I think for us as well as software developers, it's important to really know what people need in the most basic way. So we can do as much as we can, but then we need, like you said, your feedback to really make it blonde proof, I guess, how you would say.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Chicken proof. My community is chicken. I call them chicken, galline in Italian. Yeah, and they're very proud of being chicken.
Okay.
So let's do a chicken proof platform, because this online thing, you know, you don't need, I don't know how many users I have in your site, but because at the beginning I started with some free content, so I have free users that did never bought. But I have more than 500 customers for the first course, the one that made 80,000 euro, and 60 for the second. It was more expensive. And you can do like a 37 euro course, a 57 euro course, use the 7, not the 9. It's chicest.
Sure.
And or maybe some courses about 1,000, because it depends on what you give and how many people you need to convert to that. So maybe you have a 300 euro course and you only need to sell 3 to reach your first 1,000. Okay.
Sure. Yeah, that's a good point. I think so. If you were to, let's say, if you were to start from scratch, if you didn't have any, base funnel as you call it, if you didn't have any community, but you had a course, how would you go about making your first 1,000 from there? If you could imagine that.
Opt-in, a very good opt-in.
Okay.
You build your list with advertisement. You pay maybe other influencers, or if you don't have money to invest, you can always have influencers, maybe because people search for power, and you can always find the power you can have in a way. It's a tricky thing, but it could work. But even with advertisement, and with a very good opt-in, which is difficult nowadays because there's everyone like saying, download this new ebook, do this, do that, and download this free ebook. Is the whole crap you can see everywhere. No, use your brain to think about a PDF, a webinar, or something. PDF is better because people can print it, and it's material. It's something.
Material,
So think about something very, very smart, and not give away all the things you know, but enough to prove people that you're good, and so they convert to your course. The most difficult thing is the opt-in you give at the end of a webinar. So you use the webinar to convince them mostly why you wouldn't need to do this course. So try to say the whole things you don't solve, you don't do, to have people happy committing to your course. Because if you sell the best, that looks like not very honest. And people are, I don't know, we say diffidenti, they don't trust everything. So say, okay, if you're looking for this thing, I'm not the right person. And also because we have a certain charisma, different one from another. So they're buying from you, not from another one. So you have to sell yourself too.
Sure. Okay, I understand. So you're saying basically make your approach more value-driven rather than aggressively sales-driven.
Yeah, no, sales are done.
Okay. Yeah, it's a good point. I think on social media, more a communicative and attractive character sort of thing works better, because there you're really building a long-term trust with people rather than just actively saying, I'm great, buy this from me. That doesn't work anymore.
Well, I live in a Latino country, you know, Italy. It's not, we don't have an American culture. In America, it does work. In Europe, it doesn't. So you're living in Denmark? No, where?
In Finland, close enough.
In Finland, sorry. So it's similar.
Sure. Okay, so I've got a question for you now. So a lot of people who are watching this want to get started, but they have fears, they have things that are holding them back? And I know the way you come across, you're a very motivating, energized person. So what can you tell them to get over that fear and take action?
Dude, you're already paying Kyvio, so start monetizing it. It's you know, you can. Do I have to remember where I started? My couch. This is my couch. Okay, 80,000 euro. 80,000 euro. Look at this. This is a 175 couch. So you have nothing to lose. A good microphone, some kind of lighting, you find in Amazon. Okay.
Sure.
Sound is very important. I shoot with my iPhone because cameras, the pro ones where you can have the microphone plugged in, are very expensive because reflex don't have the female jack for the microphone. So you have rather an iPhone or a very expensive camera. So go with your iPhone. It's great. Or Android. Go with iPhone or Android and buy a good microphone like the iRig, or it's $50 iPhone microphone, and some ring or light. Audio and light make a difference.
Sure.
And the structure of the course is very important.
Okay. How do you usually structure your courses? Like, what's your research method when you come up with a new topic?
I'm good at this.
It's a big topic,
first,
I know.
Yeah, it's a big topic. When I decide to make a course, it's because I really, really, really need to explain that things to people. So I already know what I have to tell.
Got it.
I start writing. So about all the topics I want to share with them, what I want them to learn, and then divide in chapters. Then every chapter can have more modules, 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't do quizzes. I think I will start. And I do a video, which is sort of with examples and an intro about the topic. And then some text, because I think video and text, people need both, but it depends on your target. And almost every module has a big red button with a PDF with exercises to download. And they like to write down exercises and show them.
Okay, very interesting.
That's my chicken.
No, that's good. I think people don't usually do that anymore. They just do videos or text. But you're right, doing a combination, especially with downloadable worksheets, is a really good way to build engagement.
Yeah, and then very important, I have a group for people in the course. So I said, okay, I have courses that go all the time, and the second course and others that will come that have week 1, week 2, all together.
Sure.
So I have a live every week in the course to say, okay, this week, what were the issues? What are you doing? And another post say, okay, the exercise of this week, this topic, put your exercise here, tell me how you're going. And then you see the truth, and you told me and other people told me too, that 30% of people buy courses and never get into the course.
Yeah.
Not my problem.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that because it used to bother us as well, but you can take a horse to the water, you can't make them drink, or chicken in this case.
And people that drop a lot. I try to be there, and I make difficult courses, but I put also so much motivation in them, because motivation is important to keep going too.
Yeah.
But still, there's people that never finish it and say, I'm still on chapter 1 and 2, which are tough. And I have also a newsletter every week, like 12 weeks or 8 weeks, to say, hey, there's a new chapter, let's do it, na. So there's many parts to approach the person from many angles.
Sure.
Because you can have people that like the email, or people that remember the course and go there. People that prefer to write to me on Instagram and not the customer care in the course. It's crazy.
Yeah, it can. I mean, it's good now you have a customer support person. Otherwise, that's the thing that brought me down most of the time was the customer support. So
yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. And there's two kinds of support. Beware, support on the topics of the course, and not many people in my team can do that because the course is me, but I have a one that does. So she's a freelancer. And the technical, like, I don't know how to get into the platform, what happened, So technical issues and learning issues.
Sure. Yeah, that's a very good point. They're two separate things, but both need to be addressed.
Yes.
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. No, this is, I have to say, Veronica, this is very, very inspiring to be able to talk to someone who's gone to 100K in just 1 year. And that's euros, by the way, not even USD. USD is more. So I'm really happy.
If I were in the US, I would do 1 million. Oh, don't tell me.
Which is going to be my next question. What's stopping you from getting to a next million? Is it just the time or what?
Yeah, no, I'm hitting Spanish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you speak Spanish really well?
Yeah, I was born in Argentina.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, you said Argentina and Italy. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Wow.
Yeah, so the next step is translate some of my courses. I have 2, but I'm planning more.
Sure.
So the Instagram one, which went like 80, only in Italy, which is tiny. So I'm very proud of it. And I'm translating it in Spanish for the Latino part.
Okay.
So from Miami down to Tierra del Fuego.
And do you have to do a new Instagram channel for that, or can you still use your current one?
That's my issue. That's my issue. I think I will sell it with another consultant, the one that bring me to Kyvio, and only with advertisement.
Got it.
I think opening a new Instagram is crazy. I'm reaching 30K in my Instagram now, not buying them, and it's like, well, I have a little bot in it, but it just likes. And opening a new one is crazy. That's the one thing I hate about Instagram, not having global pages or because writing in 2 languages is confusing. So I don't know how to do that. I think the course will go by itself with a Facebook and Instagram advertisement. And I keep doing in Italian, mine, and that's it. Since I live here, that's my life.
Sure.
But it's not the best option, I know.
Yeah, it's the same for us. So we eventually want to take Kyvio into different languages, Spanish, German, Italian. And if we have to do that, we can't, I mean, we have to work with localized partners to do this. Otherwise, it's too much effort.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Great. That's very interesting. I mean, again, thank you so much for doing this with me.
Thank you, guys. Sorry?
Do you have anything else you'd like to add?
So looking forward to see some other people using Kyvio, and for new Kyvians, it's a great thing, but don't believe people that tell you that making money in all automated is easy, because first of all, it's not all the platform, the erogation of the course is automated, payment and having the course, but there's tons of work every day. Customer care is key. Without customer care, people feel abandoned and they won't buy a second course again, because the thing with online courses is you have buying one course and then come back to another one.
Yeah, no, that's a fair point. I think it's something that people do have to work toward. It's not always going to be automated. There has to be work done day in, day out. So that's true.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
In person too.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Veronica, it's been lovely to talk to you today. Thank you so much. And I look forward to having you again in future when you hit that €1 million mark.
We'll see.
We'll
I keep working on it.
All
Bye.
Right. Bye.